Hello, we are live back at the Gunners Talk. I've got crow in the background. Yes, we are back with the Gunners Talk this week. Sorry, we're a bit late today, but it's all right, man. Come on, with everything going on, I think we're allowed to be a bit late today. But yeah, we are back. We got we got a special guest with us, and also we have had to kick off Charlie. If you haven't known why, I'm not going to get into detail, but we will be getting into a racism thing for about 5-10 minutes before we start the show. A bit serious. But after that, we will be talking the Man United game, the dead United game, moving on to the Wolves game, and I think Villa game after. And we'll talk about how we thought how successful you thought our transfer window was anyway. And yeah, let me bring my guests in with us. So we got, of course, Quill, my co-host, and our special guest for the evening, Brandon. What are you saying, Brandon?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. Well, as good can be. What about you, Quill? How you doing?
I'm amazing. How is everyone? Everyone's good, yeah?
Yeah, I feel really
Yeah,
good.
I've got energy. I just had a coffee, so I'm ready.
You got that energy, yeah. I just had lemonade. I don't know what it is, yeah. For some reason, I've gone into some lemonade stage. Like, I can't stop drinking lemonade for some reason. It's weird.
Oh, you're boring, bro.
I don't know why. Like, it's weird. Like, I've just gone into this plain lemonade stage. Like, I don't know why, man.
Comfort, man.
Nah, I don't even like really drinking anymore, man. I don't, you know me. I'm a I don't want to sit back out. You know.
Oh,
but yeah, no, obviously.
You're on the lemons, the lemonade, yeah.
Nah, not. Oh yeah, the lemonade.
I see. Oh man, what are we? 30 seconds in already.
2 minutes in. Well, yeah, 2. I don't know, but yeah, man. Nah, I can tell tonight's gonna be a good show, man. I can already tell, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, but to start it off, we have to start off on a serious note. If you haven't told already, or you haven't realized already, we no longer have Charlie on the show. Something happened to one of our, who we define one of our own in our YouTube community. Some racial comments, I should say, was said to him. And Charlie, we had a show, the preview show, and he had said, if you stay silent when you hear racial terms, you're just as bad. And he did stay silent, which is just as bad, which he basically contradicted himself. And for that reason, he showed his true self. We had no other thing but to kick him from the show. So from that, I mean, what's your takes on this? I mean, have you heard about Reece James as well? That's just come out as well. He's been racially abused. Like, this is getting serious now. Like, why has it come up again like this? Like, what's your thoughts on it? Cool.
Idiots, man. Idiot. I don't know if it's talking to me, so I'll take it. But yeah, just idiots, man. Like, I saw the clip of the Charlie thing. It was someone else who said it, and it was just like,
yeah. I don't want to even mention his name.
No brain cells, and it wasn't like he just ignored it. He got given a chance to speak on it, and he chose to ignore it. So that for me, it was kind of bad. And then, just like I see the inbox, the Reece James one. It seems like an occurring thing. I've seen a couple footballers doing. I think Ian Wright recently come out, didn't he, showing it? So it's good that people are. It's good that they're not just taking it and hiding it. It's good that they're exposing these people.
Yeah, they're exposing. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be exposed, but yeah, I mean, it seems like an occurring theme every week now. It's like.
And it's stupid. You know what's stupid? I've just realised I'm not in the comments yet. Sorry. Yeah, do you know what's stupid about it? It's like we're living in 2021 now. It's like people are either doing it on purpose to the point where they know they're going to get exposed, or they're literally stupid. Because we're living in a technology world now where, like I said it on my stream earlier with the Say No to Racism stream, I said, I could be clipped right now. By tonight, I would have gone around the world somehow. I'm not saying technically I would have gone viral, but people in different countries, 1 or 2 people in different countries, I've gone around the world, whether you like it or not, you know what I'm saying? So why would you do it?
And like, with the Reece James thing, I don't know if anyone's aware, like, it was like it's like a DM, in it. It's like a personal inbox.
Yeah, like, what I'm saying, like, I don't get what do they get out of it? This is what I don't get. Like, Brandon, maybe obviously do you want to shine your light on it? Like,
Honestly, mate, I don't know. You know, when I saw all the racial abuse that you know who was getting, um, the day before that, obviously Arsenal played Manchester United as well. Marcus Rashford after the game got a lot of racial abuse, and I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Like you said, we're in 2021. We're not in the 19th century anymore, you know, or 1880s or something like that. It's the 20th century, and this shit's still going on. You know, the Marcus Rashford one really, really did annoy me because although he's a Man United player,
Look how
when
much.
you
Do you know what I hate about that one particular the most? Look what he's done for
this is
our
my
kids in particular.
exactly. This was my point on my stream as well. I said basically all these people that are racially abusing him and that. How many of his kids has he fed? How many of their kids has he fed from starting up that campaign that he started up while they've been sat on their asses doing fuck all throughout the entire lockdown?
And
This
the
is what
joke is,
annoys
yeah,
me.
some of them who racially abuse him, the kids he's helped could be their kids, his kids, or his nieces and nephews. And you're
Exactly.
racially abusing a guy who's helping out the future, the youth of today. Because he said it himself. I went through it. I lived through it. I would never want a child to live through what I lived through.
I mean, he's probably not even. He's not just feeding kids of the same color as him as well. He's doing it to all ethnicities. He's not. You know what I mean? There's not been discrimination. He's trying to make positive change for all the youngers. It's just. I mean,
what I will say though as well is Marcus Rashford. If you want a role model in life, Marcus Rashford is the type of person you want to look at. Because even when he was getting that racial abuse, you see his statement and what he came out with, and the fact that he's basically saying, if you're looking for a reaction, you're not going to get it here. What a role model that guy is to come out with a statement like that.
That I respect fully. The way I was just like, when he said it, I know the racists there were like, I know that wound them up, and I was laughing. I was like, you are a G. You literally just put an end to it like that. Like, what, you think you're going to let me get? No, I'm not letting that get to me.
Yeah,
well,
it's good to expose them, but also expose that it don't have an effect. Ironically, I don't know if you remember the last episode we did. First off, we started talking about the racism.
Yeah, that was the Man United preview. That was the Man United preview.
Yeah, and then I ended it by saying, "Oh, let's end on a positive," and bigged up Marcus Rashford for what he's doing, and then he gets abused. It's just you can't win.
But this is the problem nowadays, because you've got so much social media. You've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, you've got all these different types of social media. It's so easy for somebody to just create a fake account, go on there, racially abuse or abuse somebody, and then move on. That's the problem. And social media don't really do enough to stop it from happening. Simple as that.
They don't. I mean, if obviously we won't go on a bit longer because we want to get into the actual football. But the way I see it is, if trolls can get your IP address, I'm pretty damn sure the people who work for Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all of that can get your IP address. Now, I'm not necessarily saying you'll go to the house, but send a fine. Just start off with a fine. If it doesn't stop, you take it in stages to the point you maybe give him 2 or 3 strikes. If he's still doing it or she's still doing it after the first strike, that's when you take it. Cool, we'll get the law involved.
It's even comes to like certain things. I don't know if you noticed, but like especially on the app that we're using now, StreamYard. When you put in something like a super chat, there's certain words that are banned from you putting in the super chat. So you can't put certain words into a super chat. And I just feel like the whole social media platform should do that for certain words. So if you're putting up a status on Twitter, you shouldn't be able to use, the N word and other words like that sort of thing. They should ban certain words from each social media platform. So then it stops people from being able to do that. But that's just my.
I think what it is. I agree with you in that sense, but I think it's more.
They're
I think
always
it's
gonna
more
find a way to
sentences. I
articulate
think they need
it.
to. I think it's to do with it. I think it's more sentences, if that makes sense. Like I don't know what the right word is because but people can say the words all the time, but use it in a different manner. Obviously, with us, so we can't say the N word, but there's certain words that we can say that I know you're talking about. Yeah, but we might use them words in a different manner.
Yeah.
Like in a joking manner, like where we're just putting up a random status, and then so I think where it needs to be is where they have to look at the way the sentence or the para or whatever it is structured. If it's structured in a violent sort of attacking way, then just don't let it happen. But if it's one of them where it doesn't, it literally there's no like hatred in it, then yeah, let it go. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But let's move on to the football now.
Let's talk some positivity.
Let's talk some positives. Let's get this up again now. Man United game, boys. What's your thoughts on the Man United game? Happy, sad, content? What were your thoughts? I'll go with you, Brandon. Go on. You are the special guest today.
Okay. Considering we was missing 3 key players, I was actually happy with the draw, to be honest with you. I, like you, I weren't as confident as you, Cam. I know you were saying 3-0. I know you was banding that about me. But I did say before, a couple of days before the game, that I thought we would win it 2-1. But then when I see no Tierney, no Aubameyang, I was actually quite worried, especially about the matchups as well. I was looking at the matchups and I was thinking, Marcus Rashford running at Hector Bellerin? Nah, that don't look good. But then Man United kind of sort of shot themselves in the foot, really, because they played him on the right instead of the left. And I couldn't understand that, And Paul Pogba out on the left wing as well. That didn't make no sense to me. I kind of felt like we did have enough opportunities to win the game. But if you break down the opportunities that both teams had, Man United probably had the better of the opportunities. So, yeah, I'm quite pleased with the draw, to be honest with you. That's 4 points we've taken off of them this season. So that's not to be sniffed at, I suppose.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, cool. You was on live stream with me, innit? So we were watching. Right. How tense was that game, bro? Like, there was even Flawless was saying it. Like, there's never been a time where it's just been so quiet. Even the chat was quiet. Like, there was bare people watching, but it was just quiet. Like,
no one wanted to lose that.
No one wanted to say anything until something happened, innit? Like, but like I said, like after I saw the lineup, I was happy. Like, when I was like, you know what? I'll be happy with it, Joe. I even tweeted it. I said, look, if we do lose, I'll still take the smoke. I won't hide away with it because I know I gave the energy I gave. I understand it. Yeah. So I'll take the smoke. I won't shy away from it. But I would be happy with a draw after seeing that lineup.
Yeah, I think before the game, we would be happy with a draw. I think after the game, they're happy with a draw. Because, I predicted the draw. And when Flawless asked me why, I said, they've got I reckon they've got a better team. But we've got a better manager. And I think that's how it played out. First half, they were kind of all over us a bit. Very attacking. You could tell they had the better team. They were really positive going forward.
I think like the first 20, 25 minutes, we were more dominant. But then, it was like they started taking over.
They probably had the better chance.
It's like they took over for the second half of the first half.
Yeah. And then half time, like I said, you can see we had a better manager. Because second half, we come out firing. Half time, I was thinking, you know what? I think we might have to hold on here if we want to get something. But nah, second half, they were holding on, mate. Second half, we come out swinging, mate.
What did you guys?
Bad boy.
What did you guys make of Willian? Because I tell you what,
emphasis on the op. I will say every show if I have to. He's an op. He's not an op. He's an op. You have to put the emphasis on the.
You know what? I might be a little bit controversial here then, because obviously you guys, you saying he's an op and that. I don't rate him at all. Since he's came in, I think he has been absolute dog shit. And if I could, I would tear his contract up. It's as simple as that. And I'm not going to lie to you, when I see him coming on at half time and Martinelli going off, I was tearing my hair out. But I actually think, apart from the chance that he missed, he actually played pretty well. I think, he added that little bit of balance to our team in the second half.
I'd agree with you. I would think this is why it's a bit sad. I thought that was one of his better performances, and I still don't think he really did much.
No, that's right.
He just played all right.
He's
I
not.
saw it. I thought, you know what? It was actually a positive sub, to be fair, because he did get the ball, held the ball up there a bit more. But it still wasn't like, which is saying.
I get what you mean. I've got a question here. So Bargav says, "What's popping, guys? You really good question for you guys. For a club with our standards, what should be the target our coach should be judged by every year?" Now, let me take that one first, quick. I'll let you know. Right now with Arteta, I know he promised us top 4, but we need to give it. I think he didn't realize the difficulty, like how deep it gets. I don't think he actually realized. So now he's realizing. I think we need to give him an extra season. Now, I know there's a lot of Arteta out. I'm not saying he's the best man to take us forward, but if we're going to judge him on that aspect, I mean, I've been happy with this transfer window. The fact that we got rid of most of our deadwood, I'm happy about that. I seriously don't care that we had to spend our money to get rid of him. I just wanted him at the club. Regardless, I don't care. But if I was a millionaire, and I had to pay for them, I would have paid for them. I would have paid their contract. How much did they get? Yeah, all right, Buff, take. I don't even want him at this club no more, man. Like that. Like, that's the thing. So, in that sense, like, you never know. Like, something might happen. Some miracle might happen. We might miraculously have a Pep that we didn't know of. And I'm not comparing him to Pep before anyone gets on to me, because I know that's what people are going to do. I'm not comparing him to Pep. But look, I know Pep had a team with him at Barca when he started. But what happens if in the next season, we do give him an extra season, he actually does well, he brings in good signings, he does well, and we finish top 4? Would you give him another season after? And see if he can progress from that? See, that's the way I'm judging that question, because obviously he's only had a season.
See, I think there's a tough one to, as far as I make you right. And I mean, when we first did the show, we was at the bottom of the table in a losing streak, and I think we both agreed on the fact that we were backing him, and maybe the players are not quite up to it. A couple months later on, now we look a lot better. I don't see a problem with Arteta. I see positivity. I like what I see, to be honest with you. I just don't think the players are at the highest standard. But as far as where do we judge? For me, that's hard, because I personally don't think we are a top 4 team. If you look at our team compared to other teams, there's about 6 other squads bigger and larger than us. So it's hard to say where you judge them. I think it's probably just, maybe in performances for now, we've got to just judge, are the play. I'm judging, do the players look like they're playing for him? Do they look like that? They always look like they're happy speaking, speak positive about him. They look like they're trying. So for me, I feel like he's getting the best out of what he's got. I just don't think the players are good enough.
Yeah, no. Steve here with, hi guys, do you big up to you all. Thoughts on Maitland Niles to West Brom? Yeah, we keep Hector Bellerin. We'll get to the transfer talks in a bit, but no, we will come back to that. Right now, we're just talking the Arteta and the actual job itself. But yeah, no. What about you, Brandon?
Well, you will know, Cam, that I am Arteta out. I have been since the Leeds game. However, I will give him credit where credit is due, because I'll be honest with you, like he was just saying, when we was on that losing run, I was honestly thinking, where is the next win coming from? I don't know how this manager is going to find the next result. And I thought it was a dead man walking. So credit where credit is due. He has turned it around. That is for sure. I feel like, personally, Arsenal fans should have the expectation of Champions League football as a bare minimum. I know what he's saying about us probably not being quite a top 4 club at the team at the moment, But then if you look at the way this season's gone, and even if you base it on the fact that, you know, just before Christmas we was 15th, we just lost to Burnley, but yet we've gone on a little bit of a winning run. We've taken 17 points out of 21, and all of a sudden, if we possibly win, say, 4 of our next 5 games, we're in the race for the top 4. It's as simple as that. But then, if the other way round happens and we lose 4 out of the next 5, for example, we're back in 15th again. That's how mad this season's been. And I feel a little bit disappointed with the whole transfer business as well, because I kind of feel like with the way that this season's gone, although we've got rid of all the dead wood and that, and it's great, I kind of feel like maybe if we brought in 1 or 2 decent players in this window, we could have probably pushed on to try and get top 4. Like, one player for me that I feel like we could have got, and he wouldn't have broke the bank, his wages wouldn't have been too expensive either, is Basuma. You stick him next to Thomas Partey, and all of a sudden, our midfield is a complete and utter different midfield. It's totally changed the dynamic. I kind of feel like as well, like out of our 8 games that we've lost this season, like the reason why I turned Arteta out was because I felt like at least 4 of them games that we've lost this season was down to Mikel Arteta, whether that be his starting lineup and what he's picked in his starting lineup, his tactics, or just general mistakes as a manager. And I know he's a rookie manager and it's his first job and he's learning and that. But I was watching, like I say, I was Arteta out after the Leeds game because I was looking at it and I was thinking, hang on, Arsenal Football Club have just been outplayed by Leeds United, who've just come up from the Championship. And yes,
we were lucky to get a draw.
They're a decent side. And yes, Nicolas Pepe got himself sent off like a clown and we was down to 10 men for 45 minutes. But we was outplayed for 90 whole minutes. And I was looking at his style of play and how Mikel Arteta used to set us up, up until recently, up until Emil Smith-Rowe come into the team at least. And it was like he was a shit Jose Mourinho, you know? He'd just sit back, park the bus and try and hit on the counter. And it just
he's a part of the bus failure. Like, he parked the bus, but two stops down, he missed the stop.
By shit Jose, did you just mean Jose?
Well, yeah,
no. This today's Jose, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, certainly credit.
Make sure you like and subscribe. So I forgot to put that out there. Make sure you like and subscribe, and also Sarcasm City have now got a membership, so make sure you jump on that as well. Make sure you jump on that Sarcasm City membership. Ooh, I wonder what's included in the membership. Ooh. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. But yeah, sorry, continue running.
But yeah, no, certainly credit where credit is due. Mikel Arteta has turned around. We look so much better now that we've got Emil Smith-Rowe in the number 10 role. We're actually linking defence and attack with him in that role. I kind of feel like where Mikel Arteta is going to be judged is over the next 5 games, because we've got very tough fixtures coming up. We've already been slapped once by Aston Villa. Wolves are always a tough team to beat as well. I think we've also got, who else have we got in that run? I'm trying to think now.
I know Leicester.
Leicester as well, yeah. We struggle against them. So these next 5 games for me is gonna decide where or whereabouts we're gonna be this season.
One of them, I think City might be one of them as well. Is it City or Spurs? I think it's City or Spurs is one of them as well. After Leicester, I think.
I mean, I'll tell you, we're now where we're going to finish. We're going to finish between 6th and 8th. Like, my problem is, like you said, we're Arsenal Football Club, we should be expected 4th. I think that's our problem. A lot of the fans are judging Arsenal Football Club rather than the squad that we have. Our squad is not Arsenal Football Club standards. If you look at us, I mean, cool. We should have it. We should be expecting to spend X amount, like you said. We should be expecting to buy in the transfer market. We should be expecting these players. Fine, But when we don't get them, look at the team we've got. We should not be expecting top four with that. If we get top four with that team, that is amazing. Competing with
it's embarrassing for everyone else
take
who
two of them
finishes
spots.
below us, to be honest.
Sorry?
Mine's not even. Mine's not even so much.
As amazing as it is for us, sorry, Brandon. Yeah, as amazing as it is for us, it's embarrassing for any team that finishes below us.
Yeah, no, mine's not even so much top four, just Champions League football. You know, I don't care which way he does it, whether he gets us in the top four, whether he wins the Europa League. Either way. I mean, I look at it like this. We've been out of the Champions League now for what, 4 seasons? You know, that's not good enough. For the third biggest club in England, we should be in the Champions League consistently. And we need to make that step into Champions League football before we can even think about winning league titles. But I just kind of feel like, I don't know. Mikel Arteta is definitely not the only issue at this club. I mean, we touched on it earlier. We was talking about the fact that we've got rid of all these deadwood players. But when you look at these players, Mesut Ozil has cost this football club £150 million in total when you take into consideration the fee that we paid for him to Real Madrid and his wages. Then you got Socrates as well. We paid £17 million for him. He was on over 100 grand a week. Mustafi cost us £35 million. He was on over 100 grand a week. And these players have all gone for free, and we've got nothing. Zilch.
I'm struggling to understand how we don't even get a mil or two for someone like Mustafi. Like, how do we not even? This business is terrible.
I've got a comment here from MB Unifan. You don't get fourth by putting in graft over 30 games for a number of years. Our players are hot and cold and pick and choose when they turn up and not good enough. I agree with that as well. I agree with that.
Asking for top four with this team, you're asking for miracles. Like, listen, City and Liverpool take 2 of the slots. Then you've got United have got a great squad. Spurs are shit. Leicester are a good squad. You know, you got. Oh, who am I missing?
Chelsea, I mean, they got a decent squad. They just had the wrong manager.
But then what makes it even more worse at the moment is you'd look at West Ham and you'd say we've got a miles better squad than West Ham, and we've probably got a better manager as well. You know, and West Ham are up there. I know they're probably not going to be up there like come the end of the season, but if they can be up there around about now, there's no reason why we couldn't be. And what worries me,
maybe there's not a lot, not much in it, but I think they got a good squad. They've got a decent squad.
I mean, so if we're talking like that, what's your thoughts on for tomorrow's game then? Like
for tomorrow's game,
yeah, like
I'm confident.
Looking at the way that Wolves
apparently, sorry, I don't know if you heard yet. Sorry, we might still be without Uber, Tierney, and Saka for tomorrow's game. Yeah, man said I'm confident, and then I'm no longer confident.
I know Aubameyang's definitely back in training today. I've seen that. He's definitely back in training, so I would assume that he would probably be featuring one way or another. He'd probably start on the bench or something. I'm not sure about Saka, and I think Tierney, you're right. I think he is still.
What's the problem with Saka? I don't even know what's happened with
He
Saka.
just had a slight knock. That's all it was. It was a precaution.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, I don't mind resting him for the Villa because right now, no disrespect to Wolves, but right now Villa look more of the threat than Wolves are. Even though Wolves were better yet last year, and I give it to them, they had a 6 season last season. Just right now, they look like Villa look more of the threat than what Wolves do.
Wolves look vulnerable. They're there for the taking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't look so compact. They don't look so together this season when what they did last season. There's patches. That's what I'm saying. So I think even with the squad we played against United, I think we can win that game. If we don't, I think we should go into this game here knowing that cool. If we're not having Saka and Tierney at least, to be like how United fans saw when they saw our lineup. Oh, we should win this game. So if we come out of it with just a draw, we should be disappointed.
Yeah, I agree with you. We got to win that. That's got to be a 3 points. If we're serious, I mean, I was saying we ain't got a big enough squad or whatever, but we are good enough to win certain games, and we got to win these type of games. They're. I mean, if they ain't got Jimenez, they ain't got no one.
But this is the problem with Arsenal. we do all right in the big games. You think about it, we've taken 4 points off Manchester United this season. We've taken 3 points off Chelsea. Have we still got to play them again? I can't remember. Yeah, so we've already taken 3 points off them. Liverpool, I think we lost that at the beginning of the season, didn't we? And Manchester City, obviously, forget about that. But you know, in the big games, we tend to turn up. It's when we play against teams like fucking Burnley and Crystal Palace and teams like that we just don't turn up. And I don't understand why that is. I'd say with the Wolves game, Wolves have been on a massively bad run of form, and they're there for the taking. And Jimenez is their main, or was their main focal point, and they're missing him badly. And it shows how important he is to them, because they've got nobody who can hold the ball up and then bring their runners into play. And that's why they're struggling so much. You know, you think of
back as well, isn't he?
You've seen this comment here. I used to think that Arsenal fans were overrating Saka, but I've been wrong. He's absolutely quality. I'm glad you know what, this is what people are getting onto me about Partey, innit? So but sorry, Greg, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying Gabriel's back. But yeah, Saka is an absolute baller. Partey is a baller, but he had a terrible game against United. He couldn't pick a pass to save his life, that guy. That's
why I was like, oh, this is the party I've seen at Atletico, like.
That's what happens when you play next to Granit Xhaka, mate. That's what
No, but he made Granit Xhaka look good.
Oh, yeah, man, his pass was terrible.
He made him look good. I was like, fucking hell, shit.
Fuck, but where the hell was Bruno Fernandes?
Guy. That's hard, you know.
Bruno Fernandes? Where was he?
Look, was he even on the pitch? I forgot he even existed on Saturday.
I think he needs to change his name to Tom Fernandes. Because he spent that much time on the floor, mate. I thought he was Tom Daly. I'm not even joking.
Bruno Daly, there you go.
Bruno Daly. Trust me.
So what? So what's we'll get a little prediction for the Wolves game. What's your prediction for the Wolves game?
I want to go goals galore. I want to go for a 3-0. I'm saying that with chest.
Chest, yeah. You get saying it with chest, no more. What about you, Brandon?
I'll go for 3-0.
I'm going to go 2-0. I think we will keep a clean sheet. We have kept clean sheets in 5 of our last 7 games, so there's no reason why we can't keep a clean sheet against Wolves.
Anyone in the chat, give me your prediction. Give us your predictions for the Wolves game. What's your personal predictions? I'm going to go with... I can see us winning, but for some reason I can see us conceding a goal this game. I don't know why. It's going to be one of them stupid goals that we concede. It's not even going to be like a great goal. It's just going to be like, what the hell? You know, one of them goals. Like, not one of them goals where the keeper could have done something. It would be one of them where a defensive sort of error more than a keeper error. So I'm saying 3-1.
I'll tell you, we have got to watch out for on the Wolves team as well. That Pedro Neto, he is a baller.
Yeah.
Proper baller.
And even is he playing on? Oh, well,
Traore.
Not Traore, the midfielder.
Ruben Neves.
Yeah.
Neves.
But I think he's wicked.
Very quickly,
I'll throw it out 1-0 Arsenal. Berger 1-0.
Is Leno arguably one of the best keepers in the league? He's got to be top 2 keepers in the league for me.
What, Leno?
Yeah.
Right now, 100%. Do you know what? I don't think anyone can disagree with that.
I don't know how you can.
There will be the talk here. There will be the talk. Yeah, but you're all right. But most of them goals are down to defensive errors. Not him personally, making an error for it to lead to a goal. Because when it comes to that, he's normally quite good at saying, you sort of go against the save against Fred on Saturday. World-class save that was.
Yeah. I mean, like when he first came, I think he had a few mistakes, but he looked like a good shot stopper. But this season, I can't really remember him doing any mistakes.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway. Right now, I'll definitely put him top 3 in the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
I think the only area that he really, really needs to improve on is his distribution. I mean, like what you guys were saying, when he first came in, he had a mistake in him. He didn't command his box very well, but he's started to sort of do that now. But his distribution's still a little bit, But he's always been a very good shot stopper, no question about it.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Do you know what it is? He's now proven to be, like, as much as I would have liked to keep Martinez, I'm actually now happy that we have Leno.
Yeah.
Like, beforehand, I was always like, we should have kept Martinez. But now I'm like, do you know what? I can't even complain.
Yeah.
He's been solid for us. Like, he's been completely solid for us. Like, so, if he gets injured, we are stuffed.
I mean, I think our defense is left. If we had a proper defense, we'll get a lot more credit.
Oh, why did I say that? Oh, no.
You know, when they used to hype De Gea for United, they used to say, "Oh, he saves and makes amount of points." Well, Leno saved us a lot of points as well. He reminds me of
people. You know what's so funny? People say Obama. If it wasn't for Aubameyang's goals last year, if it wasn't for Leno saves as well, because he was one of the most top savers. Like, he had at one point, he was actually leading the way for saves.
Yeah.
The only reason why he didn't end up having the most saves was because he ended up getting injured.
But then at the beginning of the season,
I think there was only one guy. I think it was Henderson that was above him.
Yeah. But then at the beginning of the season, don't forget, when Unai Emery was in charge, we was facing like 45 shots a game against teams like bloody Watford. So yeah, we had to make a load of saves. You're right, definitely.
No, that's true though. That's true. Yeah. I forgot. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that we started that campaign with Pelican Emery. Oh, I was as big as he. I swear. No, I hated him. Emery. I called him Pelican, bro. He looked like a pelican, bro. Hated him, bro. I was just, get this Pelican out my club. No, I don't want him here. Nah. And then when Arteta came in, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, he wouldn't have been my first choice, put it that way. But let's see what he does in it, because he worked under Pep. Hopefully, he can bring a little something from Pep over to Arsenal and see what he does. And I mean, he's been he's been in the job for just over a year now. We can definitely say it's been a roller coaster every year for him. Like, you can't. If you was on that ride, that's probably the best roller coaster to be in the world. Man. So what's your prediction for the Villa game then? Are we at home or away, by the way? Are we home? We're home. No, we're away. Because we lost at home, didn't we? 3-0.
1 Villa. Let's see how Wolves go before I predict that. I don't wanna. What baby steps with us? No,
the only reason why I say Villa, because obviously we have the Villa game before the next week's show, innit?
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, good lord. Oh, I was trying to avoid it. They look good, Villa.
Oh, I'll be happy with it, Joe. This is how low we've got as Arsenal. This is our expectation.
You know why we're G's, yeah? You know why we're G's, yeah? Because them United scumbags, yeah, they're all hype. You see my man saying 5-0 with his chest and that, yeah? Them man would have.
Oh, JB, yeah, no, I got it. I rattled him. That's why I rattled it. I know I rattled him because I was like 3-0, 3-0.
That's what I'm saying. They
big up JV, though, man. Big up JV.
We're realist here. On this channel, we're realist, innit? If we fancy a draw, we fancy a draw. We're not no hype, man, yeah? Yeah, them United, man, all hype, innit?
But I've totally forgot about I forgot about the comments. Sorry. So I do have your secret. No, very good cue. I still Martinez better though, to be honest. Fair enough.
Make sure you subscribe to the membership as well. Sarcasm City with now.
Yeah, come on. We want to see it. I want to see at least by the end of this, at least one of you loyal fans that come on this show every week, because I see you every week. Get that membership.
And thumbs up back on the video, please, boys and girls.
Trust me. Make sure you're like and you're subscribing. But yeah, I've got to comment. Yo, Cam, you better leave Smith Rowe, or I'll start calling you. What you mean? I love Smith Rowe. What are you talking about?
What have you been saying about Smith Rowe, Cam?
I don't know. Have I said something, but I don't remember even me saying it. Hold on, have I been sleep talking and you been in my yard? Whoa.
because of the comments you made about Obama blood clot, yeah, mate. That's what it is.
He's the Obama blood clot wet.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
nah, to be honest, I don't want to joke about it right now because he went through some personal shit. So, do you know what? Yeah, I think I hope he does humble me. I hope he does this season. I really do.
Who?
I'm not gonna shy back. Aubameyang. I won't shy back. Like I say he's overrated.
Oh,
yeah.
no, none of this.
Do you know what? I don't think people get it yet. When people I'm different to others, innit? When I say something and when I mean it, I want people to prove me wrong.
Bro, look at his figures, you one lad.
No, what do you mean? Look at his figures. What's he done this season? Look at his figures this season, bro. You one lad, come on.
Yeah,
exactly. This season, that was last season and this season. What's he done this season?
Yeah, but you can't be overrated to get them figures that he got, man. That's not fluke.
No, the way when I say overrated, yeah, I don't mean it as a goal scorer. He's for that.
Yeah, you mean you want him to contribute more than goals?
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't contribute nothing but goals. He can't like I said, if he hasn't got like a creative player on the pitch with him, he can't create the opportunity himself.
I give you that.
That's what I'm saying. That's when I say, look, I give it to him as a goal scorer. I'll never take that away from him. But as an all-round sort of player, he's overrated. Like for me personally. So please don't kill me on the chat, please.
And he hates Smith Rowe as well. Can't believe.
No, what are you talking about? I love Smith Rowe, bro. The coach trying to set me up the film, bro.
He hates Aubameyang. He hates Smith Rowe. He loves Bellerin and Xhaka, though.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, they're my people, them, innit? What?
And then Ketia.
Should we
give them a new deal? Actually, no, don't say. Whoa.
Should we talk about who we've got? I mean, we've only got Deadwood going out, really, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about the Odegaard deal. I mean, how you boys thinking about that? Go on, I'll start with you, Brandon.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the deal, to be honest with you. I'm probably a little bit harsh, right? But I look at it like this. If it was a 12-month loan or an 18-month loan, then maybe I'd be a bit more excited. But the fact that we've only got him till May, and we don't know how long it's going to take him to adapt to the Premier League, it's going to go one or two ways. Either he's going to come in and he's going to flop, and then it's just going to be a waste of money. He's not really going to have helped the team. Or he's going to come in, be exceptional, and then if we want to keep him at the end of the season, Real Madrid could be quoting us something stupid like 70, 80 million pounds. So he's just going to end up going back there anyway. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, Arsenal weren't too smart with the deal. I think if they was going to do this sort of deal, they should have at least had the option to buy in there. But they'd never got that over the line. If not, then take him on loan for a little while longer. I think 6 months is a little bit too short, personally.
I agree with you. I think they'll do what you said. I reckon they're going to just extend the loan after this season. I think they'll make it a longer loan, if I was to guess. But you know what? I wasn't too sure about it. Then when I saw Smith Rowe go off injured the other day, I was like, you know what? Thank Lord we've got fucking this new signing to help out. So you know what? I'm happy with it. Why not?
Well, did you see Fabrizio's comments? They asked him, who do you think the signing of the window's been? And he goes, I'll be honest with you, the Odegaard deal to Arsenal, for me personally, is the signing. Like he really likes this player. So
not much to pick from though. It's been a dead.
But that's the thing. He's only problem, man. Like,
what was he going to say? Jesse Lingard to West Ham? Fuck off.
Well, one of the Sky Sports panelists actually said that. I couldn't believe it. And another one, Snodgrass to West Brom.
Sorry?
Snodgrass to West Brom.
And joining him is Reece Nelson.
Maitland-Niles.
Maitland-Niles.
Oh, you don't know where the link should be there somewhere.
Meant to be going to join Emery, wasn't it?
What's that?
I think Reece Nelson was going to join Emery over at, where's he at? Valencia, I think. That's what I've got mixed up.
Emery's at Villarreal. But yeah, he was going to.
I'm getting them all
He was going to go to Valencia.
Okay.
But he's not. So the players that are moved out today is Ainsley Maitland-Niles went to West Brom. Joe Willock's gone to Newcastle on loan.
Oh, was he gone? ASTON, yeah?
Yeah. Mustafi's had his contract torn up by Arsenal, and he's now moved on to Schalke. So he joins Colossus shit there as well. Yeah, apart from that, it has been a proper dead window. I'm not going to lie. You know, Liverpool got 2 defenders today, but one of them comes from Preston North End.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it. It was yesterday. It was after we did our thing on my thing. I was watching Sky Sports News, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I saw it come up. Liverpool in contact over Preston FC for Ben Davies. I was like, hold on, did I just read that right? Preston. Are they that desperate? They've gone to Preston.
When they said Ben Davies, I thought they meant Ben Davies from bloody Tottenham, not Preston.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then I saw Preston. I was like,
oh, wait a minute. I thought when I've read that, I thought that now Ben Davies had left Tottenham and gone to Preston. Nah, it's a different.
No, it's not. I think it's a different Ben Davies. Yeah, because that Ben Davies played against Brighton.
What is going on?
Yeah.
And then the other one they got was from where was it? Shakhtar or something? No,
Schalke. He's a young 20-year-old Turkish player. I've never heard of him personally, but.
And so Dele Alli's move as well is looking like it's fallen through to PSG.
It has fallen through. Tottenham wanted Christian Eriksen back on loan.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, here we go. Talking about the Liverpool. What are you saying, Zay, man?
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, it's there, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man. You lot should be happy, man. We've done you a favour, bro. Do you get me? You got rid of Mustafi, bro. You should be thanking us.
What's your thoughts on your 2 new set? Well, I want to know your thoughts on the Preston one first, because that.
Do you know what? I'll keep it real, right? I'll be honest, right? If you've seen Nat Phillips play, he's like half a second slow to everything. He reacts half a second slow. He's like a championship kind of Division 1 kind of player. So long as this brother's got a bit of faster reaction, it's an upgrade, bro. I'm telling you. Because trust me, they might not be playing. So that says it all, bro. They're defenders and we're putting midfielders in defense. That says it all about these 2 players. You get me? Reece Williams, he's young, isn't it? So you got to allow him still. But this guy's 23, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's not cutting the mold. So as long as it's an upgrade, I'll be happy with that, bro. I'll be happy. So I have to see him in action. Now go watch some games of Preston, man. I'm not looking forward to that. Just see what this brother's like. Do you get me?
I'll quickly keep. What's your thoughts on the last 2 games with you as well, man? Like, you feeling better now? You feel more comfortable, like confident?
Do you know what? I'll be honest, right? With Klopp, right? One thing you lot got to realise, everyone keeps talking about, he's been found out his system, his players are tired, whatever, right? He can't keep this up. But you lot got to realise he plays effective, attractive, winning football, bro. That's what he plays, right? And when the team plays how it should play, this is what you see. Do you get me, right? That's the reason why we've got 90 starting points 2 seasons in a row, whatever. Do you get me? And then, this season, obviously, our defence messed up, so it affected our midfield. But you got to understand that that's why, as a Liverpool fan, we get so vexed, right? It's because we can tell when it ain't clicking right, because we know what our team's like, right? And when we see the dead football and the crossing, all that shit that we never really do, you just get vexed because you think, this ain't us. This is not how we play. So I'm in one way, I'm kind of glad. I'm not getting too gassed though, because boy, it's only been 2 games. I think he's found he's sorted out the midfield, basically getting Genie to play the 6 rather than Thiago's working. Thiago can't play the 6 by himself. He can't do the single pivot. So I think now he's sorted the midfield out. We're good, bro. Do you get me? Because I know we keep saying, you're not letting him any goals. But fundamentally, if you deep it now, if you look at what the problem was, it was because our midfield got messed up because we had to fix the defense. You get me? Now we fix the midfield. We're good again. And now we've got 2 players. Boy, man. This is shameful that we had to wait this long. Do you get me? Last day of the transfer league. People knew we had a problem at the start of the season after Van Dijk got injured, bro. This man should be walking in 1st of Jan and Kabak. Let's go about Kabak. And before anyone says it was a desperate signing, We were looking to sign him in the summer. We scouted him for time, you get me? So, boy, no one come to me and say, you got desperate and brought this brother in. I actually did a video. I got video evidence as well, bro. I did a video.
It's cool.
No, I want to say to people, right? There's enough people. No. I'm saying it now, bro. There's enough people.
You got the video. You got the video. Send it to them.
I got the video, bro. You get me, right? Well, I said it started January. I said out of Upamecano, Kabak, and Ramos, because I thought, yeah, we should go for Ramos. We're a big team still. In the end, chose Kabak. So, all you man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm happy, bro. We got some defenders finally.
Well, I mean, our transfer window, we
Loan FC, bro. We're just bashing Bearman out. That's what we're doing.
You got a bit of feedback coming off you, Zane.
Am I getting the feedback? Sorry, bro.
Yeah, man, we're just dashing Bearman out. That's what we're doing. You know?
Oh, wait, is it you, Quill? Is it me?
I don't know. No, it must have been.
Now it's coming out. Can you hear it now?
No, it's Quill.
No, it's Quill. It's Quill. It's Quill, bro.
Yeah.
It's Quill.
Quill.
Is it Quill?
Yeah, no,
Quill, come on, so yeah, man, come on.
We're just dashing Bearman out of our club, mate. You know?
You like Loan FC, bro. Everything's loan, bro. It's like I say they're done. Are the 2 players done now? That's it.
Quill, remove yourself and then come back in, innit? I'll bring you back in. Or do I remove you?
Man's got the power.
Oh, yeah.
Come on out. Are you trying shit? Get out. Get out. Feedback. Get out. Get out, bro.
Yeah, I think his camera's frozen or something, man.
It looks kind of frozen still. But come on, man. You know you're at Loan FC, bruv. Everything's a loan thing, isn't it?
Well, to be honest with you, look. On our perspective, I mean, I came on your show. We spoke about it the other week, didn't we? About like FSG, Cronkies, and even like the Glazers. Like we're all in one same boat where we've got Americans who don't see us for a football club, they just see us for a business.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, do you know what it is? Yeah, we're all in the same boat, but you right now, your boat is sailing better than ours. Your boat is, smooth sailing right now. Our boat right now is
bro.
The Caribbean. We've got holes in our sails right now. We've got to patch up them holes, and we can't really go anywhere fast right now.
No, Cam, we were getting violated.
Your holes are nearly patched. You're getting there now, but our holes are like if you was in the Pirates of the Caribbean, you're a sitting duck.
No, there's no excuse why the defender didn't walk through 1st of Jan, bro. You get me? There's no excuse for that, bro.
Of course.
You get me? They got forced to the wall, bruv. Trust me, I called them out. I said, look, you man. I said, LeBron, boy, shit, give us some peace, bruv. Couple of mil, bruv. That's what we need, bruv. Get a loan thing in. And boy, it's worked out. They heard the message, but they had to, bruv. Because honestly, we wouldn't allow this, bruv. Honestly, it was incredible. But as you said about American owners, man, they're different, bruv. They don't give 2 fucks about football, man. Football fans, nothing, man. All they care about is Champions League money, and that's it, bruv. They don't care about nothing else, man. That's their trophy for them, innit? You get me? Champions League place. But no. So, no, we have to fix up, man, because, yeah, you're right. What are you not going to do, though, bro? Because clearly now you got 2 young players that ain't going to make it because they're being loaned off now. You've got, obviously, Saka and Emma Smith Rowe you're keeping. I'm telling you now, bro, your summer season looking peak, bro. Your transfer window in the summer. Serious, for real, bro. Who's gonna come? Who's gonna come? Honestly.
No. Listen, all right. Let me talk then. All right. Let me and Brandon talk, all right? Me personally, I'll let Brandon go after. Me personally, I think we will have a decent summer. I don't know why. I mean, I know we lost out on a lot of money for these players, but regardless, we would have lost them on a free in the summer anyway. Like, that's the way I see it. But fair enough. We could have used the money that we paid them and actually use it in the summer, like, and had more thing. But I think where Arteta's seeing it now is like, I can't have these players in my squad. Like, because my other players are not playing the way I want to play with these players in my squad, I can't. Do you know what I mean? Move forward until these players are gone.
Yeah, but who are you going to get? You haven't said the names yet, bro. Who you think would actually come to
listen,
Arsenal?
listen. I always say we need someone like a Jack Grealish.
Bruv, come on, man. Brandon, be honest.
Right.
Do you think Jack Grealish will come to Arsenal?
I think he would. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I genuinely think he would. If he was to give Villa the money, I think he would.
It's a case of us paying the money, which
it's just a case of us paying the money.
Do. I think we need 5 players in the summer, minimum.
Yeah,
5 players. We need a right back. The right back for me would be Max Aarons. Max Aarons from Norwich. I'd go and get
40 mil. He don't mess around, the Norwich guy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd do that all day long. It's better than Hector Bellerin. Let's put it that way. I'd go and get a central midfielder to partner Thomas Partey, and that would be Basuma for me. Obviously, we're going to need another central defender because I think David Luiz is out of contract as well. And then I'd go and get that Patson Dakar. I think it's Dakar or something like that. Striker, young striker, RB Leipzig, I think he plays for, or something like that. But he looks pretty decent. So I'd go and get them 5 players. Personally.
But obviously, you got to allow competition. Do you get me? It's like in the pecking order in the Premier League, you're not up there, bruv, anymore. And that's what I don't understand. Like, why would they come to you lot when they can go to the next man?
Hold on, Sid. Hold on. You say that now. I know right now, the way we're looking is very it doesn't look like a team, like a squad wants to. I mean, a player wants to come to us. But it's like what Brandon said earlier. Obviously, before you came on the stream, Brandon was saying, in the next 5 games, if we win all 5 games, not necessarily saying we will, but if we win, it's the way this season's been. If we win the next 5 games, we're literally in contention for top 4. But then saying that, vice versa, if we was to lose the next 5 games, we're 15th. It's just the way the season is. Do you get what I'm saying? So if we finish the season strong, like 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, sorry, I'm not going to say 4th because I don't have no hope to the top 4, to be honest. But if it was there, or maybe 5th or 6th, maybe then more players be like, do you know what? Maybe Arteta does have a plan, like sort of thing. Like I'm not saying like with the trust the process thing, but like I said earlier, it just might have taken him a year or 2 longer than he expected.
Not only that, but you got to remember we are a big club, and when I look at it like this, right? Aubameyang left the Champions League club to join Arsenal, who are in the Europa League. Thomas Partey left the Champions League club to join Arsenal, who are in the Europa League. Our pulling power is still there. We are still a big club. So, as regards to like whether we can get these players or not, I think it's more down to the fact whether we will actually invest and go and get the man them that we need. That's the biggest issue.
Do you know what I see? It's like I think you're like some vicious cycle now, bro. Because you need better players to improve the team and improve your performances. The problem you got is I think it's too early in Arteta's career for him to develop and improve players himself. Do you get me right? So fundamentally, you have to buy in players, right? That's the only really option you got, right? And then you're in that Europa League cycle now, bro. Do you know what I mean? Where the players you're going to get are good enough for you. They're not Champions League standards. You're not going to get them champions because they want to play Champions League, bro. So you've got to hope that you find some nuggets, bruv, in the midst of everything. But the thing you got to realize nowadays, everything is stated up, bruv. There's no hidden gems. Everyone knows about anyone. Do you get me? You got not like back in the day with Wenger got some random players and they become stars. Nowadays, trust me, there's so much stats on everyone. Trust me. How you gonna get that player because another club will come in?
Let me just say one thing in it. Like I understand, I get where you're coming from. I do actually get where you're coming from, and I get where I get where Brandon's coming from as well. But what's to say that obviously we get these Europa players that you say, and we progress into the Champions League? No, that's what I'm saying.
A lot on Arteta, bro. That's a lot on Arteta, bro. Look, I know what you're going through because we had that. Remember, we had Rodgers and that he improved us and all that kind of stuff. Never quite got caught enough, but then we got lucky, got Klopp, right? And you know, my man's leveled players up. Do you get me, right? I'm not sure. To be honest with yourselves, right? You lot Arsenal fans, Has Arteta got that kind of quality to make a player go up levels, bruv? Has he? From what you've seen so far?
Personally, I'll let Brandon take this one after. But personally, I don't. I'm not going to say yeah, but I'm not actually going to say no because I don't know. I don't know. Come on, Brandon. You?
Again, I agree with what you were saying there, Cam. I think it's too soon to tell, to be honest with you. It is really hard to tell because it is his first job. He is a rookie manager. And to begin with, he was struggling at the beginning of this season. You could see that. We went on a mad losing streak. But since then, he's turned it round. But then at the same time, we've got 5 games coming up that are real tough fixtures. So then we'll know a bit more about Arteta's management skills in them 5 games. If we lose 4 of them 5, then nothing's really changed. But if we win 4 out of them 5, then you could say, okay, he's maybe turned it around and he's getting better out of the players that we have. So I don't know. I think it's too soon to tell.
Do you know what? For my point of view, right, I think you lot lucked out with Emis Monroe because he's a baller, bruv. And I'll be honest, man. Since he's got in the team, there's a reason why you lot are doing things. You get me, right? And I'm just thinking,
it's what I was
yeah,
saying.
he goes forward, bruv. He goes there. Yeah.
As well. How long was I saying on like other shows? We need a cam. So and everyone's like, but we don't. I'm like, no, we need a cam. Regardless if he's on the ball or not, we need a cam so we can create them spaces.
I hear that, bro.
And
I hear that.
Smith Rowe's come in. He started to create them spaces.
Yeah.
No, but what happens when he gets injured? What's your plan B then, bro? Because I think you've lucked on a winning formula, right? That works for you lot, right? It works, right? I get that now. And I can see the creativity and the goals, Lacker's doing all that, right? But if my man gets injured, because remember, he's a kid, so they go up and down their performances. You get me? You're not going to get that consistency for a good 3-4 years, right?
Oh, no, that's why I think that's why.
What's going to happen? Odegaard.
That's why we wanted that second cam, like the Odegaard deal. Me, I would have wanted for someone else, but hence why because we know we couldn't rely on Smith Rowe because we knew at one point or another, because he's still young, he will burn out.
My biggest worry
is Odegaard just gone, Brandon?
My biggest worry on what's going to happen now is obviously Ainsley Maitland-Niles has just gone to West Brom on loan, right? Which therefore means that we've got Tierney and Cedric who can play left back. Well, Tierney can play, Cedric can play left back and right back. But with COVID being rife, imagine if Tierney and Cedric end up with COVID. Who then's going to play left back? You know what I mean? We haven't got anybody else. The only other player who can play left back is Saka. But then you're taking him out of his attacking role, which he's been doing really well in this season, and you're losing something from the team. So I think we're making a mistake in not replacing Ainsley Maitland-Niles in this window.
Has he got a problem? Has Arteta got a problem with Niles? Because he's never. I don't think he's. I'm a rival, right? But I just get the impression he don't rate him no matter what he does, and even though the Arsenal fans rate him because he gives it 100%. He don't get no love from Arteta. What's happened there, bro? Because he's not that bad from the time I've seen him. He's been decent.
This is what I don't understand. He came in the FA Cup games, the semi-final against City and the final against Chelsea, and was absolutely exceptional in both of them. And then that's where we sort of thought, okay, he's going to push on a little bit now. And we had the bid from Wolves in the summer, £20 million. We turned that down. And you start to think, okay, he's going to get a bit more first team opportunities and stuff like that. And it just hasn't happened. And I don't know why. I mean, I've heard rumours that he's a little bit lazy in training and stuff like that. And Arteta has this thing for picking players based on how they train, which I think is completely backwards. It should be how they perform on the pitch, not how they fucking train. But that's probably why the Bellerin starts week in, week out,
Do you know what? But that's not a good sign for your manager, bro. If he's doing mad shit like that, because like you said, a manager ultimately, I'm picking players. I'm standing there going to give me a result on a Saturday, brother, or a Sunday. Do you get me? I don't give about shit about training. You banging 5 goals in training, that don't mean 3 points from me, bro. It's the weekend, man. Do it on the pitch, man. Like I keep saying about Arteta, bro. I know it's early for him, a year and a half, but. Boy, I don't know, because he's moving a bit mad with some of his decisions. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of the players are pissed off at him. Do you know what I mean? And he's just cutting them out. Look at Guendouzi, bro. I didn't think he was that bad, that boy had potential, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, brother, I liked him. He like one of those dirty little players. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna lose, at least you'll take a few players out. Do you get me? Go down fighting. But again, that didn't work out as well, did it? That went the next level.
I've just realised, obviously, I'm gonna have to wrap up. But Zayn, I'm gonna quickly. I want to get your predictions on Arsenal Wolves and then Arsenal Villa.
I think Wolves, man, you lot should win that, man, honestly. And, you know, if the way you keep playing Saka and Emma Smith-Rowe keep going, Naka does his thing as well, I think it should be a 2-0, bro. I think a 2-0 for you lot. You should win that game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Wolves are not, do you know what I mean? They're you know, you just got to put them out of their misery. They're just not playing right at the moment. And Villa, do you know what? You do play pragmatic football. I'm not going to cuss you out and say some dead part of the bus, but you do pragmatic football. So I think potentially it'll be a 0-0 or a draw 1-1. Do you get me? I think you know you're not going to be stupid against a better team in the league. So I think that would be it. Win against Wolves and probably a draw against Villa, bro.
I think the Villa game depends on who starts. Like who's in the lineup? Honestly, I'm not even joking. Because the last time we played Villa and we got slapped 3-0 at home, Hector Bellerin was getting thrown around like a rag doll by Jack Grealish. You know what I mean? So it depends on who starts, really. But
do you know what? I do like Suarez, man. I rate him, man. Honestly, there's certain players in your team, right? I just think, why are they not giving a chance? I know you had injuries, whatever, other kind of stuff, but you've got a winning team, bro. You just got to keep playing that. You got to play the fuck out of them until they drop. Do you get me? Because, boy, what else have you got? You've seen the rest of the shit you've been playing this season. Do you get me? So, you know, certain players ain't working. You found a formula that kind of works for you lot. You'd be mad not to keep it going as long as you can, man. Do you know what I mean? Pick up them points. Like you said, you might get a better player on the back of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You finish higher, 5th, 4th. You never know. You never know with these leagues.
Well, listen, guys. Obviously, I'm running a bit over time. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I appreciate for having you, man. On obviously, sorry you're a bit late, Zayn. Obviously, that's my bad. I'll definitely have you on a show in the future as well. I'll try and get you on for when it comes to Liverpool as well, man.
Yeah, cool.
One. Also, thank you again, Brandon, for coming on as well. I'll go to Zayn first. Do you want to let everyone know where they can find you?
Yeah, so at the Twitter at Zayn44_LFC, YouTube's Real Fans TV. I ain't done many videos recently, but just because work's been mad at the moment. But hopefully next couple of days I'll do some more things. But big up these guys and make sure you're clicking subscribing because you know these guys are doing great content. Cam, big yourself up, bruv, and keep smashing it out there.
Cheers, man. And you, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon AFC TV on YouTube. The link is just there. And of course, Brandon AFC 96 on Twitter as well. I have got the links to all my socials on my channel. So if you want to come find my channel and find the social links, you can do. You're more than welcome. And yeah, big up to you guys. You're making some great content. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.
Cheers. And for me, wait, hold on. Let me get everyone back in. What am I doing? There we go. And for me, you already know what I'm going to say. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to Sarcasm City TV. You know where to find us every week, Monday night, 9 p.m. unless there's a game, and we'll go a bit later. And I just want to appreciate everyone in the comment section. Appreciate everyone who liked it already and has subscribed during this video. Like I said, Sarcasm City TV has now got a membership. Make sure you go hit that membership. And Brian, obviously, Cool had to jump off because I think his battery died. So unfortunately for that, he'll be back next week. And yeah, appreciate you two, man, coming on as well. Love for having you on. And yeah, let's go Arsenal for tomorrow. Go on, Arsenal!